Welcome to the class 12 students. This is the third part of the chapter human reproduction. In my previous two videos, I have discussed with you the male reproductive system, and I have completed the whole of the male reproductive system, and I hope it is clear to you all. Next, today I am going to start with the female reproductive system. Now, similarly, we are going to categorize the whole of the female reproductive system into three main or broad parts, which are: first one is the obviously primary sex organ, which is ovary, and here also one pair of ovaries, that means two ovaries, means one ovary on each side. Okay, next are the secondary sex organs, which includes, here also we are going to write the names of the secondary sex organs, like fallopian tube. After that comes uterus, very important part, vagina. After that comes Bartholin's gland. Just like in case of male reproductive system, you found Cowper's gland, prostate gland, here also Bartholin's gland is there. And the last, that means the external organs, include mammary gland. Okay, so this is all about the different categories and their respective parts of the female reproductive system. The primary sex organ constitutes of ovary, which is one pair is there. Next, the secondary sex organs, which constitutes of fallopian tube, uterus, vagina, Bartholin's gland. These are the main parts of the main secondary sex organs. And lastly, we come to the external sex organs, which the main external sex organ of the female reproductive system is mammary gland. Okay, so now let's discuss about each of these parts of the female reproductive system in details. So students, this is the structure of the female reproductive system in human beings. The diagram similar to this is there in your book, and you can practice that for diagram for the questions of diagram in your exam. And now let's talk about the different parts. Okay, now the first and the most important part that we are going to talk about is the ovary, which is the primary sex organ of the female reproductive system. Now there are one pair of ovaries, that means here you can see one and here is another. So one pair of ovaries are present in the pelvic cavity, that means near the pelvis of the female body, one on either side of the uterus. So basically this is the uterus, right? You can see here it is marked that this portion is the uterus, and so one on each side of the ovary, one on each side of the uterus, one ovary is located, right? And these ovaries, what is the main function of these ovaries? They produce ovum and also the female sex hormones estrogen and progesterone. We will talk about these hormones in details later on. Okay, so we are done with the primary and the most important part of the reproductive system, that is ovary. Now let's move on to the second most important part of the female reproductive system, which is fallopian tube, right? So here you can see the fallopian tube, and this whole part is the fallopian tube. Whole, this arm like portion, whole of it is known as a fallopian tube. And these are two tube like structures which originate from both sides of the uterus. As you can see that this is the uterus, right? So from both sides of the uterus, these hand like tube like structures originate, and then they end near the ovary, end just above the ovary. Okay, and the whole of the fallopian tube is divided into four parts, which are not separately marked here, but the four parts are the uterine part. So this part of the fallopian tube, which extends from the uterus is known as the uterine part. This one, first part, okay, number one. Next is the isthmus. This lateral portion of the fallopian tube is known as the isthmus, number two part. Next is the ampullum. The broadest part of the fallopian tube is known as the ampulla, the third part. And lastly, this infundibulum, this funnel like portion, which also consists of some finger-like projections known as fimbriae, is known as infundibulum. So what are the four parts of the fallopian tube? The first one is the, as I've marked here, the first one is the uterine part. Next, number two is the isthmus, which is the lateral portion of the fallopian tube. Next comes the third part known as ampulla, which is the widest part of the fallopian tube. And lastly, the funnel-like portion, which also consists of a few finger-like projections, and that is known as infundibulum. And infundibulum, let me clear this picture out, and then you can see these finger-like projections here, right, at the end of the fallopian tube, which seems to hold the ovary on both sides. These finger-like projections are known as fimbriae. Okay, it is known as fimbriae. So the infundibulum is the funnel-like. This also has a funnel-like shape, right? The funnel-like, and it has certain finger-like projections which are known as fimbriae. So this is all about the fallopian tube. Now, what is the function? As I said, it is the second most important part of the female reproductive system. Then what is the function of fallopian tube? Basically, the ovary, or the ovum, after its production from the ovary, they come to this portion of the fallopian tube and wait for the sperm to come and fertilize it. As you can see it in this picture, one egg is already waiting within the isthmus region of the fallopian tube. So every month, during this ovulation process, from any of the two ovaries, one egg will be formed from any of the two ovaries. It is a random selection process. Any ovary will produce one egg, and from that respective fallopian tube, through that respective fallopian tube, the egg will come around this region like here, and it will wait for the sperm to come and fertilize it. Okay, now what happens after that? What happens if the sperm does not come and fertilize it? What happens if the sperm comes and fertilizes it? That is a completely separate topic. So we will talk about that later on. But another important function we can say of the fallopian tube is that if sperm comes and fertilizes the ovum, then we can say that the exact site of fertilization of egg is the fallopian tube. Okay, so I hope you are totally clear about the structure and location and the different parts and function of the fallopian tube. Okay, now moving on to another very important part of the female reproductive system, which is known as uterus. Why is it very important part? Because if this egg is fertilized when a sperm arises, this fertilized egg, now this egg is fertilized after the sperm has arisen and fertilized it. This fertilized egg will slowly come towards the uterus, within the uterus, and get implanted at any of the locations, like here or here or here, anywhere it likes. It will get implanted within the uterus, and it will keep on growing there. So why I said uterus is another very important part, because uterus is the growing site of the fertilized ovum. Okay, now talking about the structure of the uterus, it is a pear shaped. The shape of the uterus resembles a pear, the fruit, a pear, and it is a muscular part at the middle of the urinary bladder. So this reproductive system and the urinary bladder are located more or less at the same position, and this uterus falls towards the middle of the urinary bladder, and it is again divided into three parts. Okay, the three parts of the uterus are: the first top portion is the fundus. As you can see, it is mentioned here, the fundus, the top broad portion of the uterus is known as fundus. Next comes here, this portion is the body. Let me pick a different color, then you will be able to understand. This portion is the fundus, next this portion is the body, okay, and next here is the cervix, here is the cervix. So fundus, body and cervix. So I hope this portion is clear to you all, the demarcation of the uterus. And as I said, the uterus is the growing location, growing site for the for fertilized egg. Okay, one more thing you can see here is the endometrium and the myometrium. Now what is endometrium? These are basically layers of tissues or muscle fibers which are formed, and they are formed because they create a bed-like structure for the fertilized egg, if the egg is fertilized. So endometrium is that outermost layer, and this layer is known as the myometrium, and this red colored one is known as the endometrium. So these are the different layers, and the endometrium is the the outermost layer, means not exactly outermost, basically we can call it innermost, starting from, if we call this the outermost, then this, and then the endometrium, then endometrium will be the innermost layer which forms a thick covering within the uterus. Okay, so I hope till uterus it is clear to you all. Next I will discuss the other parts of the female reproductive system in the next video. Okay, thank you.